Hey there stunners, and welcome to today's future spouse pick a card reading with me, the high maintenance hippie. And I'm back in my dressing gown because I have the flu. It is the third time this year that I've came down with something quite significant, and it's only February. What is going on? So I hope you don't mind the chill vibes today, guys. But in today's reading, I would like to look into how your future spouse is going to describe you to others. So if you want to find out these juicy details, I need you to pick one of these three piles. Pile number 1 is consciousness. Pile number 2 is determination. And pile number 3 is flow. I highly recommend that you go with your first gut instinct. Spirit is going to guide you towards the pile which has the most relevant information for you. Once you've chosen your pile, I shall see you in your reading. Hey there, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Let's find out how your future spouse will describe you to others. And you guys chose the consciousness card. So I get a very light, airy energy with you. I don't know whether your energy's always been light though. I don't know whether some of you have been through some darker times, maybe some of you have been through depression, or maybe things weren't so light and airy in your early years. I feel that a lot of you have dealt with a lot of trials and tribulations, and you've built wisdom, strength, and you've learned how to find the positive in any negative situation because of this. I won't be surprised if you're the kind of people that people call upon when they're in a rut, a sticky situation, or when they're feeling very down and out, because you can always find the positive or the life lesson that's hidden in those more negative situations. I feel like you really know yourself as well, pile number 1's. Like, I'm just getting the energy of you guys being like really drunk, and not everyone's gonna drink, I know, but you guys being really drunk but still having full control over yourself. And I don't see you guys being the type of people to make a mistake and go, oh, I don't know why I acted that way, I didn't feel myself in that situation. Again, it's because you guys really know yourselves at your core. You spent a lot of time getting to know yourselves for one reason or another, which will be different for everybody watching this. I feel that you guys hold a very strong status. Now, for some of you, this may be within your community. For some of you, this may be within work. I want to say, like, things haven't always been so pretty with you, but you really have built a persona or a status of like having a very beautiful, calm and grounded life. Your beauty really does radiate as well. It really shows. I think my pile number 1's are the kind of people that you don't even have to make an effort, but you just glow from within and it shows on the outside. Like, everything that you guys do, pile number 1, just seems really effortless. That's what I feel here. And I feel for you to reach this status in this part of your life where you have this persona of beauty, calm, stability, you really have had to work for that. You really have had to earn the status that you have today. And I think people who've known you in your more recent years could even have some jealousy because they don't see what you went through to reach where you are today. And again, this could just be status, this could be career. Okay, this would be different for everybody because it's a collective reading. Now, I feel your future spouse is really energetically drawn to you, and I really want to say there's something around your future spouse potentially not feeling like they would live up to your expectations, or not feeling like they'd be in your league. There could be something that seems a little bit unapproachable with you as well when it comes to your future spouse. So when your future spouse makes a move on you or approaches you, I'm just going to cut the deck a sec, because yeah, I do think your future spouse is going to approach you. Even though it's going to be difficult for them, I do see them sending you a message of some kind when it comes to them approaching you. So expect this to be like an email or like a DM or something like that. But it's going to take a lot of courage for your future spouse to approach you, because they genuinely feel like you are totally out of their league. I don't know whether you're going to have some level of importance. This could even be like social media, popularity. And like your future spouse is literally like, why would pile number one be interested in me, but I'm just going to go for it anyway? It's like they're so drawn to you on a spiritual level. I don't know whether there's distance between you guys as well. Won't be for everybody, but for some of you there could actually be like some kind of distance. Overseas for some of you too. You may seem like your worlds apart is what I'm hearing. Maybe you both live very different lifestyles. I kind of feel that your future spouse likes you or feels drawn to you for a while before they actually approach as well. So, I mean, this could be years or it could be months. But either way, like this person doesn't see you and they don't make the move straight away. It takes some time for them to build up the courage. It makes me think that your future spouse sees you and is like, oh God, no chance, no chance. But the feeling just doesn't go away. And when the feeling that they feel towards you doesn't go away, that's when they realise, oh, I'm supposed to be acting upon this. I'm supposed to be doing something about this feeling that I'm feeling. I do think your future spouse will describe you to others as being out of their league. I think they'll do this in 20 years' time as well. Like, oh, my part number one was always out of my league. I don't know how I was so lucky to have bagged my part number one. And I'm just hearing Billy Joel. Is it Billy Joel? Uptown Girl? So I don't know whether you do come from a privileged background. Or again, it's just this like worlds apart kind of energy here. I'm just going to grab some water. As I mentioned in my intro, I'm bunged up with the flu. So you're really going to have to bear with me today, guys. So I really do think that your future spouse sees you as a fantasy as well. Like you are their dream girl, dream boy, dream woman, dream man. Fantasy. I don't know whether your future spouse will say that they dreamt about you before they met you. Something to do with manifestation here as well. I kind of feel like your future spouse literally manifested you to the T as well. Like you fit exactly what they were manifesting for their perfect person. And they're going to say this to people. They're going to say that you are literally a dream come true for them. That you are exactly their type. There's not one part of you that isn't what they were hoping and wishing for in a spouse. They're going to say things as well like, my part number one put a spell on me. Or, yeah, something on the lines of you being like magical, mystical, putting a spell on them. Something as well around you kind of like, this sounds awful, but like trapping their soul is what I want to say. Like as soon as they met you, that was it. They were trapped for life, but not in a negative way. Just the fact that they were so enamored by you, the fact that you are everything that they've ever wanted. It was like, that's it now for life. My part number one is my one for life. All those other BITCHs need to move to the side. I belong to nobody but part number one. So it's like I'm hearing like I don't know if I can even say this word, but CHOKE, hold. So there's something about you and your energy that just gets this person weak. So I don't know whether this person naturally isn't a very weak person. I don't know whether this person is normally like a bit of an alpha energy, but for you, they'll literally lay on the mud so that you can walk over them and don't get your shoes dirty. So I think they're going to be very expressive around how self-sacrificial they are when it comes to you, your relationship, your family, when you do have a family with this person. I think they're going to describe how calm you make them feel as well, and how before you came into their life, maybe their life was a little bit chaotic, but you came in and you really did calm them down. It's like you're a natural chill pill for this person. I don't know whether they're going to call you Sleeping Beauty, because I'm just hearing that very strongly now, Sleeping Beauty. But I think your beauty calms them as well. There could be something very ethereal, that's the word I'm looking for, ethereal, around your beauty. I also feel that they think that you look really beautiful in like summer dresses. That's coming through very strongly here. So they may say that they favour you in summer dresses. They'll definitely talk to other people about how grounded you are, how wise you are, and how you give the best advice. And I even think they might point people in your direction whenever they know somebody who needs advice. Like, they could literally be at work and there's somebody going through like a difficult time, and they're going to say, you need to speak to my wife, or you need to speak to my husband. I don't know whether you're a therapist of some kind, or whether you do something healing as a career, or whether when you do get married to this person, whether you do decide to do something healing as a career or something healing on the side, because there's something around your future spouse pointing people in your direction when it comes to them needing some kind of healing of some kind, or needing some kind of clarity or organisation in their life. I think you're the only, I feel like I've already said this, but I'm just going to repeat it again, but like, you're the only person in this person's life who can actually make them be submissive. And I think it's because they trust you. This person, your future spouse, they don't have to be a masculine, but they've got heavy masculine energy, and the only time that they're submissive is when they trust somebody and they trust someone's wisdom, they trust somebody's choices, and they really trust you, part number one, and it makes them submissive. They listen to you, they take on your advice, and I feel like this is something that they will tell others about you. You know, my part number one is the only person who's ever made me submissive. They're the only person who's ever made me feel this way. And it's not just because you're absolutely stunningly beautiful, which you are, but it's generally because you're so wise. You've had life experience, you've been through things. There's a power that you hold. I even want to say, like, you've got yourself through certain situations and like lived to tell the tale. So there's something around you, part number one, being qualified to help other people with their issues, help other people with their problems, because you've been through them and you've lived to tell the tale. Like, the proof is in the pudding is what I'm hearing. Just want to get some zodiac signs for you guys just before I end off. Pisces, we've got Libra, and we've got Aquarius energy here. This could be a Libra 12th house as well. This could be Uranus in the 12th house, Uranus in Libra, or an Aquarius 12th house. But those signs don't have to resonate, guys. It could just be the energy of your connection, the fact that you guys may have a more unconventional relationship, or may seem more unconventional to people in the outside world, but there's such a strong soul bond between you guys with this 12th house energy here. It's like you guys were meant to be together in this lifetime, and there's no way that you guys could have avoided this. And this is why your future spouse just couldn't shake their feelings for you, and eventually had to pluck up the courage and the BALLS is to approach you. Something's coming through about the future. It makes me think that you guys will do something quite charitable together in the future, or you may have a connection to charity or something like that. I don't know whether your future spouse is someone that you wouldn't have considered your type before you met them. So for you guys, pole number 1, if you've not met this person yet, I do also want to say that you need to keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, because this person may be different to your usual type. I also want to say that I feel you guys could have actually been married in a past life as well. So you're just going to recognise this person. When I honestly think it's a message, but you're going to recognise this person's energy like instantly. I actually think, to begin with, they're going to trigger your nervous system, and I think this will just be some energy coming through from a past life. And I think it's the intensity as well. It'll just trigger your nervous system. So don't be alarmed if you've got like butterflies coming out of your $A sign when this person messages you. Yeah, it's an indication that this is your future spouse. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope this reading helped in some way. And like this video if you've made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below if you've got anything to say at all. Take care of yourselves, beautiful pole number 1s, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye. Hey there, pole number 2, welcome to your reading. Let's find out how your future spouse will describe you to others, and you chose the determination card. So I feel like you guys, pole number 2s, have a very vibrant energy. I feel like you guys are actually naturally very energetic by nature. I feel an organisation when it comes to your energy as well. You're the kind of person that can really kind of put somebody in check or get somebody in check, if you know what I mean. If somebody unorganised came into your life, you'd be the one to basically help them organise themselves. So I don't know whether your future spouse is somebody who's like a little less organised than you. So they find so much wealth in your organisation skills. I do feel that some of you pole number 2s, you may be my aliens, is what I want to say. So there could be something very unique about your appearance, pole number 2. For some of you, you may be very tall. For some of you, you may have like very unique features. And I say this like alien-esque kind of appearance, like in the nicest of ways, like genuinely. I remember I had a friend, and I asked, what nationality do you think I look like? And she said, I don't think you look like any nationality, you just look like you're from a different planet. And I actually took that as a compliment. I was like, oh, thank you very much. So I say it as a compliment. There could be something very unique about your physical appearance. Not many people may look like you. And this is something that really draws your future spouse towards you. It's like, what you have physically is what they've always wanted, but they don't come past people very often who look like you do. I do also think that you guys are extremely creative. Pole number 2 is so creative. And I feel that you will do anything to get to where you want to be in life. And if you're a pole number 2 watching this and you haven't yet reached your goals or reached your dreams, and I think even when we do reach our current goals, we're going to create new goals for ourselves. But if you're a pole number 2 watching this and you feel like there's still stuff you haven't done yet, achieved yet, and you ever feel down and out and feel like, oh God, maybe I'll never get this dream, maybe I'll never reach this goal, you will do everything in your power to reach that goal by being creative and being inventive. I think pole number 2s, you're the kind of people where if things feel a bit stale, you have to do something about it straight away. So this adds like an excitement to your energy as well. You don't like to stay in one place for too long. I do see you guys being like trailblazers, and I think whatever it is that my pole number 2s do in life, and I'm literally like mainly talking about career here, but I think whatever it is that you do, I think it's going to be like iconic. I think it's going to be something that not many people do, or if it is something that many people do, you're going to do it in your own way. I'm seeing like long fingers coming through now as well, so I don't know whether my pole number 2s have very long fingers, or some of my pole number 2s have long fingers or longer limbs. So your future spouse describes you to others by saying, like, I have never met anybody like pile number 2 before, and I never will meet anybody like pile number 2. There's something around you potentially not having much confidence in your youth. It's something that's coming through here very strongly, and I feel that some of you, maybe not all of you, because you're going to be in different phases of your life and your journey, but for some of you, the advice needs to be put out there to you to express everything that's inside you outwardly, because there may be a fear around your creativity or how unique you are. Like, if you get an idea to do something, just do it. I'm also hearing that expression is a privilege. So if you have something within you that you feel like you want to express, you're doing an injustice by not expressing it, because you have the privilege to express your creativity, and not everybody has the privilege to express their creativity, because not everybody is born into a situation where they have the leisure, the time, or the peace to be able to do that. So that's a little random message coming through from Spirit for you. Now, there could be something around your body, your thighs in particular, or that lower part of your body that your future spouse absolutely adores, and they actually big you up to people, and then they could literally talk about you and go, oh God, and I just want to grab my partner two's thighs and wrap them around my neck or something like that, okay? I'm feeling the thigh area, maybe even the hips and stuff really sticking out for your future spouse, and them actually verbalizing to people how much they love this area of your body, maybe how much they love to like squeeze that area and stuff like that. Something around your religion or your beliefs as well. Now, if you are very spiritual or religious, I do feel that your future spouse really supports this, but there's something around them, like, I'm kind of reluctant to say this word, but it's like they want to convert people. So whatever that belief system is, it's going to be different for everybody, but there's something around like your future spouse saying it is the best way of life, if you know what I mean. So it's like they want to convert people. I really do feel this is more spiritual rather than religious, but it could be like your beliefs when it comes to veganism and stuff like this, okay? I really think your future spouse finds you so incredibly attractive, because already I picked up that they're talking to people about your thighs and that area of the body. But here again, we've got their actual feelings for you coming through. So it's like they're very open about you and how they feel about you actually. Like, I think you're going to be someone who's extremely attractive, part number 2, and it may be that other people are bringing up how attractive you are, and they're obviously like, oh, thank God somebody's brought up how attractive my part number 2 is, because I just want to talk about how much I want to sex them all the time. But I think there's something else alongside this, where your future spouse may talk to others about how they never feel like they fully have you, how it always feels like you could slip out of their fingers. So I don't know whether you do this purposely or not, but you've kind of mastered the art of attraction. Like, there's a word for it and I can't think of it right now, but mastered the art of making yourself seem like a desirable item that's about to sell out. So as I said, I don't know whether you've done this purposely or whether naturally, like, you tend to abide by a few rules when it comes to meeting people and relationships and stuff, but you keep the chase going with your future spouse because you never give it all to them, and they love it. It excites them so much, and I do think they talk to other people about this, the fact that you're out of their league, the fact that they feel so lucky to have you, the fact that they just want to make love to you all day and all night. If they could make their full-time job making love to you, they would. But also the fact that they never feel like they can fully grasp you, they never feel like they fully have you. I think your future spouse may have left a relationship, whether that be like a serious one or whether that be maybe a not so serious one, but I think maybe you'll be able to indicate who this person is, because they may talk about potentially having second thoughts or regrets about leaving a past situation. And then when you came along, that's when they realised, oh my gosh, no, I did the right thing all those years ago or all those months ago when I left that past person. So they could talk about there being a past person and them having a period in time where they, they thought they may have made a mistake. And they're so grateful that you came into their life. And, you know, they tell this to everybody. I do want to say you're like their little supermodel is something that's coming through too. Let's see some signs coming through for your future spouse. Some zodiac signs. Oh, got the South Node. So I do think that you guys have met in a previous life. I don't know whether you are from a different culture to one another, or maybe this was from your past life, or maybe one of you feels very drawn to a culture that you weren't born into and you just don't know why. I'm getting Taurus energy, I'm getting Sagittarius energy here, Pisces energy coming through. I do see a move overseas for you guys. I don't know whether this is to be together or whether you guys decide to uproot and move overseas for some reason. This could be for work. And yeah, that is what I'm getting for you guys today. So I hope this reading helped in some way. If you liked this reading, please drop it a like, also comment down below and subscribe if you like content like this. Take care of yourselves, beautiful part number 2, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye. Hey there, fabulous part number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out how your future spouse will describe you to others. And you chose the flow card. Now, I definitely feel your future spouse will express how their life flows more easily now that you are in their life. And I do want to say an indication that you guys are meant to be is when you guys initially meet, everything will just fall into place. For example, you could be free on Thursday at 6 p.m. and you're not free any other date and any other time. And your future spouse may be like, oh, well, luckily that's the only day that I'm free too. So things will just fall into place with you guys. And that's how you're going to know that there's something special and something a bit different about this. I don't know whether you've butted heads with other people's schedules in the past. And maybe it's been very difficult to progress with somebody because there just always seems to be some kind of block between you and another person, especially around schedules. But yeah, it'll be different with your future spouse, and that's how you're going to know that this is your future spouse. I'm also getting many different personas with you, so I don't know whether you have to have different personas for different people in your life, or whether you've had many different personas over the years, or maybe you're just somebody who understands and accepts all the different aspects of you. I'm getting you being very talented when it comes to acting as well. So I don't know whether you guys like to act. I don't know whether you guys express this in the bedroom, because I do feel your future spouse describing you as an actress or an actor, and I do think that this is in like a bit of a kinky way. So I do think they will talk about some of your bedroom activities, and I don't know whether you're going to be fully okay with this. Now, your future spouse feels like they benefit so much with you in their life. Now, I don't know whether you, part number 3s, are really good, like, housekeepers, is what I want to say, like amazing cooks. You like to keep things clean, you like to keep things cute, or whether you guys really do bring in a lot of stability and finance, okay? I'm not saying you can't do both. I'm not saying you can't bring home the bread and keep a beautiful home, but there's just something very beneficial around you, but on a very practical basis. I won't be surprised if your future spouse has a lot of earth energy in their chart, because they really do favour the practical, tangible things that a person can bring into their life, and you tick all of their boxes. Now, they will describe to others about how fair you are and how understanding you are, and how, with this Empress energy and the Sun energy here, which is absolutely beautiful, how you are literally the light of their life, that you are their soulmate, that there is nobody else on this earth other than you. Literally, like, as I said before, their life flows better when you're in it. I don't know whether this person is more unorganized without you. I don't know whether this person sees you as like their lucky charm. So I don't know whether you'll ever be described as their lucky charm. There's something very sociable about you as well. I do see you being somebody who really gets on with their friends, or they bring you into their social group. And I think this is something that they communicate to others as well. The fact that you fit in with their friends, the fact that they can go out with you and it doesn't feel like they're with a partner, it feels like they're with their best friend. I'm just seeing these like pink roses down here, so I don't know whether pink roses are your favourite, or whether you look really good in like this shade of pink, or whether this is like the colour that they prefer when it comes to like underwear that you're in and stuff. So like a kind of fuchsia pink, is that the fuchsia? Bright pink. Okay, something around you dismantling their ego as well. It does make me think that this person either was like good, no, what am I trying to say here? Bad girl gone good, or bad boy gone good. Does that even make sense? Because I'm thinking about the Rihanna, was that an album, Good Girl Gone Bad? But I'm trying to like switch it the other way and make it make sense. So it does make me think that your future spouse was a bit of a bad boy or a bit of a bad girl, but they completely switched their life around for you. And you just make this person better. I'm just hearing the song now, like, you made me feel better, so let's stay together, or something like that. I can't sing at all right now, my voice is literally nigh on gone. But yeah, this person like will describe you to others saying like, I don't ever want to let this person go. Like, it's even a bit more desperate than that. Like, I can't let this person go. I think they're going to talk about your aesthetic as well, and how clean and put together your aesthetic is. This could be like physically, or this could be in the home as well. It's coming through here. Something around like your health as well. I think they talk to other people about you being very fit, very healthy. Your body always looking on point is coming through here too. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, there's like a competitiveness with you. It's like your future spouse, they use you as a bit of a I'm trying to not use a word here because I've been in trouble for using this word before, which is absolutely beyond me, to be honest, but with YT, by the way. But it's like they use you as something to make them look better. So I'll get the words trying to come through again, but in a different form. How funny. It's like the universe really wants me to use this word, but I'm just going to try and rephrase it. So you know when you got like Pokemon cards, for instance, or baseball cards, and some cards beat other cards, it's like they kind of use you as one of these shinies, the Pokemon shinies, and they're like, boom, I win, because I've got pile number 3. So they really do hold you at like a very high regard, but they really show you off as well. They're like, look at pile number 3, pile number 3, pile number 3, pile number 3. Like, this is my Charizard shiny. Holler to those of you who grew up with Pokemon cards. So yeah, like, this is somebody who will talk about you a lot. Okay, what else do we have? Oh my gosh. Yeah, 8 of Wands, they talk about you a lot, and the same card came out again. 5 of Swords. And I think that's Spirit's way of saying, I think we've covered all bases here. Hey there, pile number 3, just adding in a little clippy clip because I realised as I was processing the video today, I didn't roll the dice for astrological signs and astrological energies for you yesterday because my brain is like absolute mush, so I do apologise, but I'm going to roll the dice for you now and add some extra information to your reading. So let's go. Okay. So, firstly, I do want to say your connection with your future spouse is going to be highly sexual, and I feel like it can be highly romantic as well. There may be a lot of romantic gestures. I do feel like your future spouse is going to be somebody who's very sensual by nature, is what I'm feeling. So you'll have a very sensual connection. This may be the type of person who favours the way that you smell, the way that you taste. They could be very expressive when it comes to the way you smell, taste, how soft your skin is and things like that. Or this could be you. So the energies I've got here are Virgo, Pisces and Aries. We could be looking at Neptune in the first house, or a Virgo first house here as well. For some of you, and this won't be for everybody, but for some of you, one of you could have an earth rising and the other one of you could have a water rising. But these signs don't have to fully resonate. This could just be the energy around your relationship. But what I'm seeing here is like a mixture between practicality and like that earthy kind of energy that's very matter of fact. And then this very watery Neptunian energy that's kind of like got its head up in the clouds. So I don't know whether your relationship is going to have a lovely mix of both. It's going to have the grounding necessary for like a long-standing relationship, but that Neptune energy comes in and like brings the romance. So it's, oh God, of course there's going to be a helicopter going overhead whilst I'm doing this recording. So getting back to it, where a very earthy and practical relationship could be, or could reach a point of getting quite boring at times. You guys have that very strong watery Neptunian energy that always keeps the romance flowing no matter how like serious life gets. I also sense that this is a very self-developmental relationship for both of you, where one of you may have more earth, the other person may need to have more emotion, and vice versa. One of you may have too much emotion and may need some like practicality ingrained into you. So just bear that in mind also. So I do apologise that this is a shorter reading this week, but as you can tell, my voice is really struggling to hold out. And I really hope you enjoyed the reading, even though it was short. And if you made it this far, please drop it a like. Also, comment down below if you've got anything to say at all. And subscribe if you do like content like this. Until next time, beauties, take care.